Okay, so today's mission, look at my beans. They are so long. I don't know how well you can see them. Look, it keeps going on and on and on. Here, 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 here. They're just so long. Let's see if I can show it a different way. So this one is down here. Leaves go out here. The stalk continues here. The vine carries on down here, down here, down here, down here, to here, keeps going. And that's a short one. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're all intertwined, all going down the back of the shelving. That's a short one, but they're just all entangling. I need to bite the bullet and put them out. I'm going to do them in a raised bed. I won't film doing the whole thing because I'm sure you've seen people plant things before. I've yet to make an actual structure for them to grow up, which I'm going to do with my bamboo canes. One of the main reasons for using bamboo canes is we grow bamboo on the land, so we don't need to buy stakes or find any stakes. I'm going to try a different format of arranging them. So we have 4 types of beans, some still seeding, and then I will plant some more. I'm always worried about putting things out too soon. I've learned that mistake with my cucumbers and peppers. Not that it's cold, but they seem to shrink a little when you first put them out. I have put my first Malabar spinach out into a raised bed, and that's just looking so tiny. And that was the big one that was growing up around here. So I need to keep caring for that. I may well plant at least this cucumber out, because if you keep it indoors you've got to hand pollinate anyway, which I do with a little brush, little paintbrush. Just rub it in each flower. And this one's got lots of flowers on, even though it's small. Maybe. I mean, it's hot enough now to go out. Need to keep them moist. They're actually drying up really fast in here because it's been hot, even though I keep the door open during the day. Let's see. Don't think, oh, maybe some peppers. Maybe, but these will go in the hugelkultur bed. Things do better in there, but I want to put cucumbers and beans higher up. They're not so likely to be eaten. You can plant them in tiers, stacking at least 2 if you want the height for them, 2 or 3. You still get snails and slugs and things, but if you look at my videos how to naturally get rid of pests and bugs, then it shouldn't be so much of a problem. Prevention is the best cure, which is why I always talk about companion planting as well. Plant the right things together and you should deter a lot of pests and bugs. So I'll go make the framing one of the raised beds, and then I'll show you it done, and then I will plant and show you the vat done. So here we have the bamboo. There's quite a lot of it. We use it all the time for different building projects. And for a lot of projects, Mike obviously needs nice straight ones or even thickness ones. And this isn't the over-invasive one that a lot of people think all bamboo is highly invasive. It's not. As I say, we use it all the time as well. So that keeps it back anyway. Let me quickly show you one of the projects. The utility block is using it to make this bamboo wall, which we've yet to do. And we also use it a lot for ceilings, covering up any metal. So this is the project we're finishing. We've done this also on our patio, our covered patio. So what he does is makes me a pile of any he's rejected that might be bowed, etc. And I'm just sorting out the thicker ones that are in the pile right now to make the construction for the beans. So I'm just going to be sorting these out and breaking any thin ends off of the ones I want to use. And this is the raised bed where I'm going to be doing the bean structure. And I'm going to use the slots at the side to help with support of the stakes. And the reason I've chosen this bed is the sun is behind me filming. It's where the sun travels across, and as you can see there's nothing behind it that's going to block when the beans grow tall. The only thing behind is this tub that I grew my cucumbers in last year. I'm going to still put them in because they really thrived in here. I have this crate here that I grew okra in last year, and considering putting some more cucumbers in here as well. It's straight across from this tub, so that will help pollinate, and possibly put some more in the tyres up here. There's the middle one's empty now with manure and my compost in, so possibly some more there as well. But onto the beans for today. Okay, finally a bit of progress. I sorted out quite a few that I wanted to use, so I'm just seeing how it goes. I did want to put the bamboos I thought in here and cross them over, but apart from trying to wire them all in on these edge bits to make them really stable, they're obviously going to fit better, be more stabilised within. These are old bags, so you know when you order sand and you get the great big massive bags, do keep a hold of those, and they make good potting or innards, so do use those. So I'm going to do some sideways first. I know you make the TP bit across the middle, but I'm going to contemplate doing that as well. I wanted to really do side ones because I've got 4 different sorts of beans. I was contemplating doing some up the sides and then some TPs across the middle and then some up this side, maybe some along the edge. I'm kind of winging it, but this is the idea I wanted to do them up the sides. That was my plan, and see how they hold out. This is my first year of ever growing beans. I like to just experiment and do things my own way a little bit, but if you've got any tips, let me know. So I'll come back to you when I've done something else. never use plastic cable ties for any gardening if you're in a hot country. Now I'm thinking about double crossing the tops to tidy up the tops, and then starting on some other rows, coming from this first one across to this corner. Well, all I can say is I've created something very unique, something rather interesting. Got a bit carried away. This is only the first side. I've basically made an original piece of artwork. An original piece of artwork which I like to call non-conformal trellis. Definitely a topic for conversation here. It's pretty neat. Just haven't finished off this last one because that's going to add to the side ones. Hey, if it works, it works. This is not a formal garden. And the most important thing is, I think it is very strong. Hence we have a nice triple part here. Some nice little design features. And as I said before, do not use plastic cable ties in the garden if you're in a hot country. They will not last in any respect. This is free twine I got from the stables, that their hay and straw comes round bales and they just throw it away. So of course I'm going to grab it. As I say, my first ever beans growing, and as long as this is strong, I had to stand in the raised bed to tie the top parts. Very sturdy. So I will do the next part. So this top bit here will continue round to join to the side parts, making a whole frame. And so here's the monster I've created. I've done one row along the side that I did initially, and then I've made arches going across the row there. And that way I will have access to all the beans. Got arches through the middle and then the side supports. See how long that stays standing. Now to plant the beans.